So just one more final to come, and it's the one that the home fans have been waiting for. It's a repeat of the Olympic final, and it features India's very own Pusarla Sindhu. Of course, she's up against the player who beat her in the final in the Rio de Janeiro, the two-time world champion, Marin. Well, as far as the women's singles draw is concerned, by quarter-final stage, we had all three Olympic medalists, because of course Okuhara won the bronze medal, but she was beaten in the quarter-final stage. Incidentally, in quarter-finals we also had two former champions in Ratchanok Intanon and Saina Nehwal. They both lost in quarter-finals. So the dream semi-final, the top four seeds in the competition all through to semi-final stage, and now the final that so many home fans wanted to see. Introduce first the reigning world and Olympic champion, the left-hander from Spain, Marin. Just listen to the roar from the home fans as they welcome Pusarla Sindhu into the arena. Two-time World Championship bronze medalist, Olympic silver medalist, and a megastar here in her home country. Marin. So the repeat of the Olympic final. They have actually played each other once since that Olympic final, and that was in the group stage of the Super Series finals in Dubai at the end of last year. In fact, it's only women's singles and women's doubles that we've had repeat Olympic finals since those Rio Olympic Games. In women's doubles, they've played each other twice as well, the two finalists from Rio. Well, great to see so many young fans inspired by the success of women players from India. But here the 23-year-old world and Olympic champion, born in Huelva in Spain, spent 36 weeks as world number one, but currently up one place this week to number 3. Only making her second appearance here at this particular tournament. 2 years ago she was a semi-finalist, lost out to Ratchanok Intanon in 3 games, and last year she was the number 1 seed and pulled out. But this year she's been taken the full distance only once, and that was against Minatsu Mitani in the quarter-final. In fact, she had a game point to win it in 2 straight games, 2019 up in that second game, but as you can see was forced to go the full distance. Semi-final against number 4 seed Akane Yamaguchi. She's in her 7th Super Series tournament final today. This lady, the 21-year-old from Secunderabad, just north of Hyderabad, is in her 4th Super Series tournament final. She's currently at a career high of 5 in the world ranking. In fact, it's the 6th week in total, her 2nd spell as world number 5. Never previously beyond the semi-final here, and she achieved that 4 years ago as a 17-year-old. Well, she put out the former champion and the 2012 Olympic bronze medalist Saina Nehwal in the quarter-final stage. And then yesterday in the semi-final, put out Sung Ji Hyung, the number 2 seed, but needed 3 games to do it. In fact, she was a game up and 5-2 up, and then lost 11 of the next 13 points. Not quite sure what happened to PV Sindhu yesterday in that semi-final. This is the 9th meeting between these two players. The previous 8, it is Carolina Marin who has won 5 of them. But the last time they met, as I was telling you, was in the Super Series finals at the great group stage in Dubai. It was 2 straight games to Pusarla on that occasion. Cornelia Schroeder of Germany, our umpire for this one. Well, I was saying it's Carolina Marin's 7th Super Series tournament final, but I can tell you it's the first for 16 months since she won the Hong Kong Open in 2015. Her first Super Series final since becoming Olympic champion.
On my right, Carolina Marin, Spain. And on my left, Pusarla Sindhu, India.
Well, I'm not sure the umpire's mic is switched on because the fans didn't seem to hear the umpire's introduction of the players. No, a full start to the final. Well, Carolina Marin, always very audible when she plays. Whether that will be drowned out today by the home fans of Pusarla Venkata Sindhu remains to be seen. Missed it. I can't help but wonder how much physically that semi-final yesterday has taken out of PV Sindhu. Hour and 16 minutes. Almost twice as long as Carolina Marin was on court. The final of the German Grand Prix Golds last month and then pulled out of the final. So this is the first final which she has contested since the Olympic Games. And of course that Olympic final was an absolute thriller. 3 games won by Marin, 19-21, 21-12, 21-15 in an hour and 23 minutes. But without question, it's PV Sindhu who's made the better start in today's final.
6-1.
Very interesting that Gopichand today is on the coach's bench. He wasn't yesterday.
Service over.
On the coach's bench along with Mulyo Handoyo.
2-6.
delightful net play from Carolina Marin. Somebody taking flashlight photography, just holding up proceedings momentarily. He was taking it early. A net play, which I think has improved so much. Oh, yes. Well, it's 4 years since a European contested the final here at the Indian Open. Juliana Schenk twice reached the final, 2 consecutive years actually, 2012 and 2013, so 4 years since a European has been in the final of the women's singles. There is Pusarla Gopichand, conspicuous by his absence from the coach's chair yesterday.
5-7.
Just long. Yeah, there again, taking it early on the front court area, making a huge difference for Sindhu. Look at that.
8-6.
Yeah, the bugs are back. Missed it. Well, it's been played at a ferocious pace, isn't it? Pace of shot, pace of movement. nice idea. Fernando Rivas,
8,
Carolina
10.
Marin's coach. Went for the big, powerful smash. Oh, not finding the mark.
9,
Very intelligent
10.
man, Fernando Rivas. Speaks about 5 different languages. Studying for a PhD at the moment. Full-time coach to Carolina Marin, and just become a father as well. So a 2-point advantage
11, 9.
for Pusarla Venkata Sindhu here in the opening game. It's a super angle, it really is. Uses her height so well. And she is a tall athlete, 1 metre 80, that's 5'11".
Sindhu, back on court, please. Sindhu.
I think it's very difficult for the players to actually hear the umpire.
11, 9. Play.
Well, there's going to be another announcement about flash photography. There's the sideways drift coming into play.
10,
From
12.
right to left as we look down on the court. Yeah, right to left now.
Serves over. 13, 10.
That's very, very well taken. Just brushing up over the shuttle to keep control of it.
13.
Look at this. Yeah. Almost putting topspin on it. Good use of the body smash.
40.
Little back quarter forward. Then the body smash. Work your opponent first.
Serves over. 13-14.
Overdone it. Once again, Marin was pushed to the back, then brought forward, then pushed to the back again. Quick serve is long. I think that might be the first service error of this women's singles final. Indeed it is.
14.
Well worked by Marin.
Serves over. 15-16.
He looks concerned, doesn't he? It's a fabulous shot from the left-hander. That was that cross-court net shot that set it up, forced the short lift, got behind it well. And when you're behind the shot, then you've got so many options. Back level. Sindhu not happy with herself. Sign of frustration.
17-all.
Gone wrong. And the first time since the very first point of this final, Carolina Marin goes into the lead. 6 down she was at one stage. Challenge.
Marin challenges.
Well, I think the line judge made the correct call. But as I was saying earlier, I don't think I've got any right today. Ah, finally. I am correct. And so was the line judge. There's no doubt about either of those. Play hard and smash hard. Certainly doing that. Oh, there's a Marin fan there. That's clever play from the world and Olympic champion. Jamming smash straight at her opponent. Perfect net shot, short lift. Oh, don't believe it. Well, Marin did amazingly well to get the first smash back. Just watch how short the lift was. Barely half court. Missed it. So the game point opportunity falls to the home player.
Game point, 19.
So on a run of 3 straight points from 18-19 down, the number 3 seed closes out the opening game against the Olympic champion. 21-19. 22 pulsating minutes of women's singles badminton. Desperately trying to make herself heard. The players and the coaches haven't heard it. in the Olympic final in Rio last year. Pusarla Sindhu took the opening game, 21-19. Taken the opening game by the same scoreline again here in our home Super Series event.
Second game.
And of course,
Level.
the outcome in Rio
Three.
was not in favour of Pusarla, because in Rio the left-hander fought back incredibly strongly. And she do so. So, while playing Pusarla on home turf.
One love. Two love.
Brilliant take off the top of the tape from PV Sindhu. Oh, I said she'd improved her net play. Look at this. Ready to pounce. That's great skill, because the shuttle was tumbling and spinning. To control that is amazing.
Four love.
Yeah, super. Put a little bit of slice on that.
Show's over.
Adds to the disguise and adds to the acute angle.
1-4.
From wide, well left.
Two, four.
That's wonderful use of the body smash again from Pusarla.
Five, two.
Well, I've always said I think Pusarla Sindhu is a big tournament player. 2 bronze medals from World Championships 2013, and again a year later, obviously the Olympic silver. Oh, well played. And of course she made a breakthrough last year as far as Super Series was concerned, won her first Super Series title, and that was the China Premier Super Series last November. week later, she reached the final in Hong Kong as well. Oh, I don't believe that. What defence! Oh, that's amazing.
4-6.
Looked to me as if Marin just changed her mind. Maybe a little afraid to lift because of the windy conditions.
7-4.
And tried to play a tricky little cross-court backhand net shot. Super disguise.
Serve's over. 5-7.
It's a great movement to that round the head position from the left-hander. It looks to me as if she's trying to up her pace and is succeeding.
6-7.
Look at the work rate from Marin.
Serve's over.
Earlier on in that rally, Marin's movement was so quick.
8-6.
My theory about her trying to up the pace of the rallies is probably true.
Break. Carolina. Carolina. Sindhu. Sindhu. Carolina. Stop. Stop.
Well, the player's playing on while the umpire just cannot make herself heard.
Don't walk around. Quicker.
Umpire saying you're taking too much time in between points.
8-6.
Perfect. Finds the line.
Serve's over. 7-8. Left.
Well, Pusarla saying she wasn't ready, but umpire Schroeder, that's what she's been complaining about, that players aren't ready quickly enough. Great court coverage from Marin.
Serve's over.
she can towel down. Umpire says no.
Yeah, then take it.
Well, players
9,
aren't allowed
7.
to wipe sweat and throw it away, as it were, away from the court area. But if you're wearing a sleeveless dress, I'm not quite sure where you're supposed to wipe your perspiration. There's that taking it early at the net again from Pusarla. And once again, it makes the difference. A 4-point advantage here in the second game. She only had a 2-point advantage in the first at the mid-game interval. Watch her racket arm as she comes forward. Racket arm absolutely outstretched, taking it as early as she possibly could. Oh, now Gopichand's saying something about the net play as well, from his gestures there. It's wide. Can't afford to gift points like that, the Olympic champion. Marin has opened up a 5-point cushion. Sindhu again up and 5 points up. That's well played from Marin. And look how eager she was to get forward. Knows that a clear might well go long. I think it's quite dangerous to use the flick serve to Pusarla. Her height and her angled shots. see a bit of silvery paper has just floated down onto the court surface. Just as well that rally didn't happen. There we go. Somebody's noticed it too. Absolutely brilliant. I just sensed that was a very important rally. Now, Sindhu wants to change the shuttle. Marin says no. Park, as usual, agrees with the player who is serving, which of course is Marin. Well taken. That was a very important point for Sindhu. Huge psychological difference between 16-13, or had she not won that rally, 14-15. Wide. Once again, a 5-point advantage. And just 3 points away for the number 3 seed to overturn and reverse the result of the Olympic final. Good, but there's a challenge. There's a challenge here from PV Sindhu. She was standing right over it. And I think PV Sindhu may have a point. Oh no, it was in. Well done, line judge. Now or never for Marin, surely. Oh, that's brilliant once again. Another clear demonstration of how Sindhu has improved her front court play. 2 tantalizing points from the title. Going wide. Match point opportunities. 5 of them for Pusarla Venkata Sindhu.
Match point 15.
Not yet. Match point is converted. The Olympic champion is beaten by the Olympic silver medalist on home soil. Well, home advantage is well recognised in sport, and I'm sure the home fans have played their part in Pusarla's victory here today. A second Super Series title for Pusarla Venkata Sindhu to add to the China Premier title she won last year. Two straight games to reverse the results of the Olympic final. And a home player once again takes a title here at the India Open. 2 years ago, in fact, they won both the singles, with Shrikant Kadambi in the men's singles and Saina Nehwal the women's singles. The moment of victory for Pusarla Venkata Sindhu. My goodness, she played well today. The net play especially was superb. It was badminton of the very, very highest quality, no doubt about that. And the home fans will leave the Siri Fort Sports Complex very, very happy this evening. We await the prize presentation. 46 minutes. And Pusarla becomes the champion here on her home court.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the runner-up for the women's singles final, Carolina Marin from Spain. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let us put our hands together for the winner, nation's pride, Sindhu.
Pusarla Venkata Sindhu reverses the results of the Olympic final.
May we request Dr. Akhilesh Das Gupta, President, Badminton Association of India to please come forward. Let's give a loud round of applause to Sir to present the stole and bouquet to our runner-up for the day, Carolina Marin.
Well, it's been 16 months since she was in a Super Series tournament final, and it's been a welcome return for Carolina Marin for badminton fans globally.
To the winner, PV Sindhu.
Well, Sindhu absolutely delighted, of course.
Ladies and gentlemen,
it's very special to win a Super Series title.
May we now request our
at your home
Sports
event.
Minister, Mr. Vijay Goyal. Thank you so much for your presence, sir. May we request you to please come forward to present the medals to the champions,
so as the prize
to the
presentation
runner-up,
continues,
Carolina
it needs
Marin
to be
of
noted
Spain,
once again that
silver medal,
this only the 11th time in the 11th year of the Super Series that all 5 titles have gone to players from 5 different nations. And it's the second consecutive Super Series tournament where that's happened, because the first one this year, the All England, was the 10th time that the 5 titles went to players from 5 different nations. Badminton is in a very, very healthy situation right now.
Let's give a loud round of applause for Carolina Marin. And ladies and gentlemen, the MetLife Trophy for the winner, PV Sindhu. To present the prize money, may we request Mr. Vikram Dhar, Managing Director, Sunrise India, and Mr. Karan Dhar to come forward to present the Yonex prize money to the champions of the women's singles finals. Let's put our hands together for Carolina Marin and PV Sindhu.
Yes, it was a terrific final, wasn't
The
it?
nation's pride, PV Sindhu. Let's give it up, everybody. May we now request Mr. Vijay Goyal, our Sports Minister, Dr. Akhilesh Das Gupta, President, Badminton Association of India, and Madam Usha Subramanian to please pose with the champions, Mr. Vikram Dhar, Mr. Karan Dhar. All right, India, let's make some noise for the champion. PV Sindhu, Carolina Marin.
Oh, that's lovely. What a lovely touch.
And with this, we come to the end of the Yonex Sunrise India Open, part of the BWF World Superseries.
Well, what a week it's been here in Delhi. What a fantastic finals day too. And just to reiterate, only the 11th time in the 11th year of the Super Series, all 5 titles going to players from 5 different nations, as happened with the first Super Series this year, the All England Championships. And it all started today with a wonderful women's doubles. Tanaka and Yonemoto in their first ever Super Series tournament final beat last year's beaten finalists in 3 very good games, an hour and 12 minutes for that one. Then it was mixed doubles, and the world number 1s went down to the defending champions. So Lu Kai and Wang Yaxiong have won back-to-back Super Series titles, having won the All England last month. But my goodness, they did it the hard way. They've in fact had 2 game points in that opening game, but needed to go the full distance before winning through. Then it was men's singles, and Victor Axelsen in his 3rd consecutive final here, becoming only the 4th men's singles player in Super Series history to reach the final of the same Super Series event in 3 consecutive years. He was simply too good for Chao Tian Chen today and won in just 36 minutes. Then it was men's doubles, which was a repeat of last year's final. And once again, Gideon and Sukamolio won today in under 30 minutes. It was absolutely breathtaking. And as we've just seen in the women's singles, Pusarla Venkata Sindhu has reversed the result of the Olympic final in Rio last year, beating the two-time world champion Carolina Marin in 2 straight games. So that's it from this week in Delhi. Of course, the Super Series moves on to Malaysia next week. We will be showing you matches from Thursday from the Malaysian Super Series. Do hope you'll be able to join us then. From all of us here, especially from me, Jill Clark, until next week, bye for now.